Hi everyone, welcome to the Each One Reach One video series that we have going on. It's really exciting, all the stuff that we've been doing and learning with our essential oils, with Young Living, and the people that we've got to meet through online, and everybody's gifts and talents. It's amazing what we have when we all come together and learn together. First, I'm going to start off. Today's about our oils and our children, our babies, and how to use them with them, and some fun ideas. I also wanted to just give you a quick background of me and my story. I'm originally from Chicago area. We moved in 2011 to Dallas, Texas. We were there for 2.5 years. Hi, Lauren. Then after that, we moved to the LA area. We were there for 2.5 years, and now we're in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. We are, we move around with my husband's company, and hopefully, though, we are here for many years, but we'll see how that goes. We moved from Chicago and the LA area due to my husband's company downsizing. And that was really hard. My husband experienced downsizing twice, and it broke his heart and mine to have to go through that. It was hard to see him struggle. Hi, Autumn. And so it was really, really, really hard. And nowadays companies, they don't invest in our employees. They like they used to anyway. And you're just a number, and they basically use you and then throw you away. And but the silver lining is, hi Claire, and that I got to, when I was in Texas, I was introduced to Young Living. So that was, I guess, my silver lining. We've also got to meet some wonderful people and different cultures and different areas, that we lived in, and that was also really good, I think, for our family and for our kids. But it's a whole nother story. So, but I wasn't so sure about what I thought about essential oils in the beginning. Since I've been in the medical field, in the introduction, I went to college for nursing. I worked as an office nurse and a phlebotomist my whole married life. Guess what? Tomorrow, 22 years. So excited. I can't believe it's been that long. So our anniversary tomorrow. Back to Young Living and our essential oils. Essential oils did pique my interest. I've kind of always been a girl that was loving natural, more alternative things. And so even though, I was working in the, in the medical field, I always felt a little like hypocritical, because my heart was always more natural. And so, but that's just the way it goes, you got to do what you got to do to make money, and it's what I chose for my profession. But I do love science and everything behind it, and so when I started looking into essential oils and what they are and how they work, I was like blown away. I love it. It's amazing. And we can use them for ourselves, our babies, our animals, cooking, cleaning, just about all areas of our life. And so that's totally exciting. Our bodies were created naturally by God, and so are essential oils. So isn't that cool? And then what else? I said I was talking about, God made us to live off the earth, and I believe essential oils are a huge part of that. What is also awesome is that using essential oils is that I get to help and teach others a natural and safe alternative to daily living. And I'm excited to create a willable income for my children. That's exciting, our residual income. I love that. And I get to homeschool my children. I get to stay home with them. I never thought that this would work out, but homeschooling your kids, you definitely use up your essential oils, peace and calming, flooding that on every day, stress away, all of that. Thanks for telling me happy anniversary, everybody. I do appreciate that. It's exciting. It's been a crazy road, but that's life, right? And also our compensation plan with Young Living, will allow us to never rely on corporate America again. Someday, I hope in the next 2 years, that I can retire my husband from the crazy, stressful work environment that he is in. And maybe he can go back to doing something fun that he enjoys, like restarting our photography business full time. He loves that, and he's very good at it. So that would be, even rewarding to him. So, but that was my story, and I do love my essential oils, and I love getting my oils paid for, and I love supplementing my home, and with more income that way too. So, but let's get started with our babies and oils class, and but I do have to talk about our disclaimer. We as a whole are not medical professionals. We're not trying to, diagnose or treat anybody. We're just trying to live life that's a little bit more natural, a little bit more, safer for our families. And you can't, let's see, hold on. One thing about buying essential oils is, our particular Young Living's oils are not found in health food stores. Everything you hear today is with the understanding that you're using Young Living essential oils. They are guaranteed for purity and potency, and I don't want someone to hear that to use lavender for a burn and then run out to a health food store or another store and buy some lavender and use it on their burn, and it takes a 2nd degree burn to a 3rd degree burn, and we don't want to do that. So so don't take the information that you learn here and just go buy any oil and do what we say to do with it, because you definitely could hurt yourself, and we don't want that. If an oil bottle on the label says topical or external use only, or do not ingest, then there's a red flag. It's probably adulterated, and if there's expiration dates, that's also a red flag. And but because the government does not require this, and if it's on there, it's on there for a reason, and our oils don't expire, so that's what's cool about our oils. So our oils are different grade. They are therapeutic grade and not perfume grade, and so it's not like Pampered Chef. I don't sell oils, and what I was saying earlier is I love that I get to teach you and help you in your walk with oils. You get your own wholesale membership with Young Living, and you can buy and do whatever you want with them, and it's amazing. The kit that we're talking about is our starter kit. It's our premium starter kit. Oh, I forgot to grab my Frank. It's in my bathroom. And so here's the the oils that you get. You also get some Ningxia Red. You get Stress Away, and it comes with a roller ball, and as you see, I already have the roller ball already attached. And then you get a bunch of these little samples bottles to share with your friends and family, because once you get started, you're going to want to share them with everybody because they're amazing. And also you get a diffuser of your choice, and I started off with the home diffuser. I got the Dewdrop diffuser. I have now the Aria, and I have the new Desert Mist, and love it. And I do want to get the Rainstone next. But let's get going. I do want to share a few statistics with you, and about chemicals in your home and your health. Did you know that Americans now spend between 80 and 90% of their time inside? The average American home contains over 63 hazardous products, from antiperspirants to perfumes to toilet bowl cleaners to over-the-counter pain killers, skincare, air fresheners. We have been unknowingly poisoning ourselves with hundreds of chemical compounds that our body is unequipped to deal with. Absolutely crazy. And it says today 1 in 3 people get cancer. I know, right? It's very, unnerving that so many people, people love smells, they love fragrance, they love that, and they don't realize that that fragrance and all of that smell is actually bad. It's so bad. And but in the science, but going back to this, scientists are projecting that cancer could be 1 in 2 or even higher. I can't even, it's scary. It's something that that's out there, but we can try our best to take away some of those chemicals from our home. We have that ability to choose what's going to be in our home and not. And so in recent years, we've seen dramatic rise in birth defects, infertility, asthma, ADD, Alzheimer's disease, and countless other illnesses and conditions. We breathe in chemical vapors from our household cleansers. We absorb chemicals into our skin as we shower and brush our teeth. Have you ever checked your toothpaste ingredients? It's amazing. It says don't swallow, but you're putting it in your mouth. What is that? It says to call poison control, so that's just a big red flag to throw it away and find something else, and we have it. And this isn't the Garden of Eden. We don't live in a non-toxic world. We are constantly exposed. Yes, Amy, we do need to throw away the antiperspirants. We're supposed to sweat, and it's not right. So there's a way for us to get the kind of results we are used to getting with synthetic chemicals and better, using substances that are safe and natural and health promoting. Young Living is over 20 years old company, and that was founded on the principles that nature has powerful natural substances from plants. So have you guys, I know that I say this almost every time, but have you guys used your toothpaste for deodorant? I've actually used it. I've been using it for over a year and never smell ever. And so it works really good. So if you haven't tried it, you have to give it a try. It just gets a little minty. Yeah, it does work. And so just a little bit on your hands and then just rub it underneath your armpits, and it works perfect. What are essential oils? Essential oils are the lifeblood of the plant. Essential oils have protective properties, which are the plant's natural defense mechanism that work the same in us and therefore have medicinal properties. Essential oils have a unique ability to penetrate cell membranes. I know, it's amazing. And diffuse throughout our blood and tissues. These particles are one of the things small enough to cross the blood-brain barrier. That was a seller point to me because I've studied a lot about the brain and, and medications and things like that, and it's pretty amazing. So 1 drop contains 40 million trillion molecules that affect the body at a cellular level. Chemical drugs can block the receptors in the brain, so that's another reason to really avoid using chemical drugs. They can mask the symptom. They don't necessarily heal or correct or the root cause. Unfortunately, that's what doctors with insurance companies, they don't have time to get into all the details about why your body's not working right. They can just go in there and figure out what the symptoms and slap you with a prescription that's full of chemicals and 800 different side effects. So it's just not good. There is evidence that chemicals in these products, some manufactured from petroleum waste, can begin to coat our cell membranes, making it more difficult for nutrients, water, and oxygen to enter the cell, and also for toxins to get out. So, yeah, This can lead to a myriad of problems like brain fog, fatigue, body aches. And that is just the surface, let me tell you. There's many, many others that all of that can happen. It's just a snowball effect when you're using that stuff. Essential oils stimulate our cells to return to normal. That, I just keep saying amazing because it is amazing that essential oils can actually repair our DNA. I love that. They clean the receptor sites of the cells so they can communicate with each other again. Like a marriage needs communication to thrive and to be healthy, our cells need good communication between each other to thrive and be healthy. There's a pattern here that God has created for us, and communication is one of them. That is awesome, even in our cells. So now here's what makes Young Living different. Young Living owns thousands of acres of sustainable organic farmland, and we are the world's largest producer of essential oils. We have more than 9 farms and distilleries all around the world, and no other company has that. So, Young Living for the win, woohoo! Anyone can visit. We also have certified co-op farms whose growing processes also meet Young Living's strict quality standards. So Young Living is also open and loves for us members to be a part of the seeding, planting, and all the way to harvest and distillation. So, Young Living uses its own internal labs in addition to third-party audits to verify that the international purity and potency standards are met and surpassed. Some companies out there keep their farm information under lock and key, saying their supplier is proprietary information. If they're hiding something, they're hiding something. On the other hand, Young Living will give you the address of their farms and invite you to come work on them. And they do love visitors. So I am looking forward to going to their farms. I am hoping that someday I will make it there. That would be amazing to see. But here is where we're going to start taking notes if you haven't started yet. This is where you're going to want to start. We're going to get into a little bit more here. Essential oils versus carrier oils. I know, it'd be amazing. Carrier oils are basically organic vegetable oil. They are fatty, they are greasy, and they eventually will go rancid. They will expire. But what we use them for is that they dilute and cut up the essential oil. Like olive oil and coconut oil and grapeseed oil, those are good examples. And we use these carrier oils with our essential oils when an essential oil feels too warm or hot on the skin. And it also is good to use to spread over large areas like your back or your legs, so that way you're not going through a whole bottle of Panaway or something, wintergreen or something, that in one sitting. You can dilute it with those oils, make a roller ball. And but essential oils are actually greaseless. I've had a lot of people ask me that question about essential oils. They're like, I don't like anything greasy. And I'm like, well, essential oils are not greasy. Good news. And they never expire, but they will evaporate. They're volatile. So keep your lids on snug, and otherwise they will evaporate. That is something that I had happen to me. I left it open and came back a while later, and like half the bottle was gone. So anyway, how to use your essential oils. You use them topically on your skin or even your pet's fur. Because of their molecular structure, essential oils are rapidly absorbed into the skin. It takes seconds to get into the bloodstream. The vital points on your hands, feet, spine, and ears relate to organ systems and activate their reflex. So I did pull up my book. I do have my essential oils desk reference, but so in this book it has references of like the ear here. such a big book, but it's awesome, and I've read it, love it. The feet, and it tells you where you're supposed to go for each of those oils, and your spine, and your hands. And this is called reflexology. And so and this is the desk reference. There's also a pocket reference, which is a little bit smaller. But since I was doing it live, I just thought the bigger one would be a little bit more fun to see. It's in color. And but anyway, it's the same electrical pathway in the body that acupuncture and acupressure work with. So it's pretty amazing. Sensitive people can actually taste the essential oils in their mouth within a few minutes of applying. And our pores on our soles of our feet are very, very big, and they have great absorption, so be mindful when you're walking barefoot on and what cleaners you're using, or even yard chemicals that you and your kids or your pets are walking on. When you're standing in your bathtub, what do you clean it with? You know, that's all getting absorbed through the pores in your feet. And I've actually tried it with peppermint. You know, I put peppermint on the bottom of my feet, and within a few minutes you could taste it in my mouth. So that's pretty cool. Direct inhalation, you know, you're going to cup over your nose and your mouth. You're going to rub it into your hands and just hold it there, or you can just hold the bottle under your nose. A diffuser puts out cool vapor. The home diffuser covers about 1,000 square feet, and it is a way to clean your environment from toxins in the air, chemicals, fungus like black mold, and other nasties. Also a way to wake up a room of people that are sleepy and needs to stay awake, like us that homeschool, or to relax them, you know, nurseries and our kids' rooms. We want them to not coming to wake us up at 3 o'clock in the morning and like can't sleep. So have had that too many times in my life. I have 4 kids, so. 75% of American homes use synthetic air fresheners. Formaldehyde is in them. It is a known carcinogen and is actually the #1 cancer-causing chemical, yet it is the most common ingredient in air fresheners and candles. Yeah, that's really bad. It also deadens the olfactory nerve, so that's why once you can't smell the plug-ins after a couple of days, or your candle after burning for a few hours. Even perfumes, you know, like you can't smell it after you put it on. A lot, you know, like I've used perfume for years and can't imagine the damage that I've done, but we are repairing cells with our essential oils, so high five that one, right? So read your labels. Anything labeled fragrance can have up to 300 chemicals in it and be called one thing, a fragrance. So just pay attention to that whenever you're, you know, looking at your labels. Anything that says fragrance. Sadly, a lot of our natural stuff that we've bought before Young Living, that you buy at the store, says it's natural, but then you read it, you can't read half the things on the label list, and it ends with fragrance. So that's not good. Internally is another way that you can use your essential oils. I put mine, I have the empty capsules that you can buy from Young Living, excuse me, and or in just water. I've done that too, just drop a drop or two in my water, and then just drink it. It's actually really good. You can also drop in raw honey and or on bread. Kids do really well with mixing it in olive oil or coconut oil, and also raw honey. You know, they like things that are sweet, so that kind of helps for them. Citrus oils eat the petrochemicals, so use glass or stainless steel whenever you are drinking the citrus oils. And I do have my stainless steel cup, but I left it on the counter on the other side of the kitchen, so, and you can hear my throat. I need it, but anyway, there are 2 places in the body you cannot use the oils, and they're not the places you're thinking of. Anyway, eyes and deep in the ear canal. If it does happen, don't fear. It's not going to damage your eye, but you do want to use some carrier oil to put on your eye, or in the ear, whatever. It'll take the sting out within seconds, and that's actually happened to me. I've actually put peppermint on since it's one of my favorite go-to oils, and then I touched my eye, I scratched my eye, and I was driving, and thankfully I had some carrier oil in my purse. Yeah, don't use water. Water and oil don't mix, so it will just make it worse. If you don't have a carrier oil and in your car or at a restaurant or something, you can use butter. You can use olive oil from a restaurant, or even whole milk, because whole milk has a lot of fat in it, so it can break it up as well. Detox reactions are a possibility when you first start using your essential oils. So there's a possibility that you can end up with a headache or bathroom issues. But don't worry, that does happen to some people, not often, but you just know that the oils are doing what they're supposed to be doing. What did Mindy say? Oh, on a makeup brush. And so that's, let's say drink a lot of water to help flush out all the toxins is what you want to do whenever you're experiencing side effects from using essential oils, because, that's just because your body's detoxing and you just want to get all that garbage out of you. So, so now infant care, I wish that I had essential oils when my kids were young, when they were babies. Like I said, I've always been interested in more natural approaches for myself and my kids. So I've spent many times at Sunrise. All you all that live in the Northwest Indiana, Chicago area know Sunrise. And I've spent many days in there getting stuff for my kids, trying to find things that are natural, doing homeopathic things, stuff like that. But, which is all I knew at the time. But now, with essential oils, it would have been amazing to have 20 years ago, but I didn't. But we can just move forward with what we have. But you guys who have babies and young children, you have such an amazing gift to teach them and to help them. And, they can grow up without all the crap that we all have grown up with. And so we have such a gift to them. I love it. But with infant care, you generally use 1 to 2 drops of essential oil with 1 tablespoon of carrier oil. You apply a small amount. Many do apply oils undiluted to their feet, since the skin is the thickest there and the pores are the largest. So hot oils really won't be a discomfort on their feet, but anywhere else, like if you're, by their ears, on their belly, on their back, and along the spine, you're going to want to use a carrier oil. So 1 to 2 drops of essential oil to 1 tablespoon of carrier oil. You also may rub a couple of drops on your hand and wait until they're almost dry, and then put them over the baby's area where the baby needs it. The oils will get into the cells with direct touch. So amazing, again. This is great for respiration and digestive support. So those are ways you can do that. Do what you're comfortable with, though, but use with caution, as a baby that is about 7 to 10 pounds needs much less oil than us adult bodies. So make sure that you consider that whenever you're using oils around your littles. Seek medical attention when necessary. We never want to, there's a place for medical intervention, so, just be wise. So don't want to have any problems, so just be smart. Do not use strong hot oils such as peppermint in an enclosed room. That peppermint is strong. It really can permeate a room in short time. So I've done that because I've tried to get rid of like ants and things like that, and it does, and like little bugs that come around the windows, and even in a big room you can smell that peppermint. So if your room is enclosed, so like in a baby's room, you don't want to put all that peppermint in there and close the door. So keep it open, keep ventilation going well. So use a small amount and repeat when necessary. Again, babies' bodies are small, and so starting small and layering and building as needed is the way to go. Many people use oils after vaccines, but it's recommended to wait 2 weeks before using, especially thieves and lemon, because since they are building the immune system and detoxifying, they could actually pull the vaccines out. So for those who choose to use vaccines, you want to wait. Specific uses, respiratory. The oils that are recommended for that is myrtle, thieves, raven sitara, purification, lemon, myrrh, peace and calming. And you can use peppermint, wintergreen, and eucalyptus, but with caution. If you use them, I would use them on their feet, and you actually dilute them because those are really strong oils, especially for babies. Sleep. Lavender on your pillow, on their feet, cedarwood diffused or on their feet, Tranquil, which is a roller ball, it's already ready to go, which is amazing. Diffusing oils like Peace and Calming, Stress Away, Sacred Mountain, those all help well for sleep. So consider those if your children or yourself are having issues with sleep. Cranky kids, cranky moms, cranky dads, cranky anybody, diffuse stress away, joy, peace and calming, lavender, Roman chamomile. Those are all good ones to just kind of diffuse the cranky. So teething, you can mix 1 drop of Roman chamomile or lavender with 1 tablespoon of carrier oil, and you're going to apply it to the jawline on the outside of the face, or on the outside of their mouth here. And you can dilute thieves or clove oil. Let me tell you, 1:30 ratio. And you can apply that to their teeth. And I've used clove oil for a tooth that was giving me a hard time, and I did not dilute it at all. And let me tell you, it works. There's a reason why they used to use clove oil in dentist offices back in the day, because it does numb everything. Happy tummies, tummy jize and DiGize, massage over the abdomen, is amazing. I use both of them. I have tummy jize for my girls, and with a roller ball on the top, and they just know to grab it and roll it on. DiGize, I actually rub it on my belly, and I actually also put a drop on the back of my tongue and drink water because I don't like the taste of it, so I just do that to be quick. Otherwise, you can put it in a capsule and just drink it, and then you don't taste it at all. You can also use lavender or fennel on the tummy and on the feet. And guess what? Fennel is free this month. So anybody that didn't know that yet, it's free in your ER order when you order. I forgot the amount, but when you just check it out. Anyway, so you can get it free, and it's a good oil to have. Outdoor spray, DEET is effective, but not safe. It's and it's easy to make your own. And now with Young Living, we also have an already made product that you can buy. It's really great. So, but if you are going to make it, you can take an 8-ounce bottle, add 10 drops of peppermint oil, 10 drops of thieves, 10 drops of purification, 4 ounces of witch hazel, or Epsom salts, and then you fill the rest with water. So if you're using your Epsom salts, you're going to put your oils on the salts first, let them absorb, and then add the water. You can also do an open bottle purification on your picnic table that will actually come out and cause the bugs to go away. In after sun care, lavender applied neat to the area is great. Lavender is relaxing and calming. It's also good to calm too much sun. The other product that we have is Lavaderm Cooling Mist. It's amazing to have in your bags, in your car, and just to have it handy. So it's already done, already made. But the homemade mix is 5 drops of lavender with 1 teaspoon of aloe vera. You make a little salve and put it on. The other thing we could make with our oils for our babies is baby wipes. Again, we have our new Seedlings line, amazing products that have everything you need for your babies. But if you are a DIY kind of person, you can make them. And you're going to use, again, one roll of heavy-duty paper towel, old wipes container or an old plastic coffee container, 1 3/4 cup of distilled water, 1 tablespoon of aloe vera, 1 tablespoon of witch hazel, 1 teaspoon of Castile soap, liquid, 1 teaspoon of olive oil, and 12 drops of lavender. You're going to cut your paper towels in half, accordion file the wipes into the container, mix the water, aloe, witch hazel, Castile soap, olive oil, and stir. And you're going to add your essential oils and then mix it again. You're going to pour it over the paper towels and let them absorb for about 10 minutes, and then flip it over the container and then allow it to absorb and fully soak in. You can do butt balm DIY-wise and also through the Seedlings line. You're going to use 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, 3 drops of lavender, 3 drops of tea tree, and you're going to mix in a container and apply as needed. Shampoo and conditioner. The Kids Sense shampoo and wash are awesome. We actually use them, and you know, when you tell your kids to only use 1 pump or a dime size amount in their hand, you know it's flooding off their hands when they use it. And so here's a great idea. Use a foaming pump soap bottle. And so you just do the ratio of 1 part of the product to 5 parts of the water. And that way they can pump and foam away and not go through a bottle in a week. So, which has happened, and it's heartbreaking because you're like, you seriously didn't listen. But other oils that are recommended for babies and young children are bergamot and cedarwood, Roman chamomile, frankincense, because we all love frankincense, and even our babies and kids are going to love frankincense, geranium, lavender, lemon oil, rosemary, tea tree, and thyme, ylang ylang, and the one I love is Gentle Baby. It's amazing. All the Kids Sense line that we have, they're all safe for kids, 2 years old to 12 years old. Anybody can use it, you know, especially it's just made for kids. It's safe and easy to go to for them. Many people use other oils too, but this is just a good starting point. Older children, the general dilution is 1 to 2 drops to 1 teaspoon of carrier oil. And I know, it smells so good. I love Gentle Baby. I only dilute hot oils on my kids, but use only 1 drop at a time. So just go, like I said, with what works for your family, and you can try things, but like, you know, older kids, yeah, you don't have to have them as diluted. But essential oils can be used in pregnancy for infants and small children, just as anyone else uses them. Just use caution because of the function. And we do have resource books like Gentle Babies. I do have it. Let me see. I didn't want to do this. Let me grab it. Sorry. Gentle Baby. This book, I really, really love it. It has recipes, testimonies of how people have used their essential oils. It's got everything from, you know, pregnancy to babies. So it's a really great resource. Dr. Mom book is another one. YoungLivingSearch.com, you know, you can just Google. Also, you know, you always want to do with what you're comfortable with, of course. But there's just some ideas. And but I'm going to finish up here. It's been a little while. It took a little longer than expected. But our Each One Reach One is a really great tool for everyone to learn about essential oils and the different avenues of our essential oils and how to and everything. It's really cool that we get to all come together with our strengths and gifts from, you know, that God has given us, and our choices of profession, we can all come together and learn together. And I just love that we're all a team in our organization, and Young Living all around. Nobody's out there trying to do anything to, not wanting to help other people, and that's so awesome. God is so good to lead us and guide us to opportunities and to a better way of life. So I appreciate you guys tuning in today, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned some new things. And yes, I do love our team. It's amazing, Laura. So take care. If you have any questions, you can always post them in the questions below. But yeah, if you don't have a premium starter kit, you need to get one. Talk to the person that's invited you to today's class, and they'll get you started. So it's exciting. Take care, guys. Bye.